Hiking the Appalachian Trail. Introduction. My name is Ben. In 2015, I decided it was time to fulfill my childhood dreams and go on a very long road along the Appalachian Trail, or AT. The AT connects the Appalachian Mountains in the eastern United States along the highest point, complete in 1937, and still is the world's longest hiking only footpath. The AT begins in Georgia and travels over 2,000 miles north. It was through 14 U.S. states and ends in Maine. Hiking an entire long-distance trail in 1 year is called through hiking. Thousands of people try to complete an AT through hike each year, but only a few hundred, like me, succeed. Most through hikers begin in spring and hike north, as I did, since it's already warm down south. Preparation is key. I spent several months preparing for my hike. I practiced hiking while wearing my heavy pack, even in poor weather. I got a job at an outdoor store to learn about hiking gear and tried to save money. I stood my first step on April 4, 2016 from Sprinkle Mountain, Georgia. The next few days were some of the hardest. My body and mind had to get used to the daily challenge of hiking. The trail community. Even since I heard about the AT as a child, I wanted to be a part of its trail community. People of all age, backgrounds, and abilities hike the AT each year. Many people hike to help them recover from sad events. I even met families hiking the whole trail together. Everyone was on the AT for a reason. Some through hikers hiked with a group, but I hiked alone most of the time. I enjoyed the meeting different people and keeping my own schedule. Whenever I felt lonely, I could always find friends in other hikers. Daily challenge. One of the most difficult parts of hiking every single day was just that, hiking every single day. Most days on a trail, I wake up at sunrise, hiked until I reached my daily goal, and got to camp just before sunset. Like most through hikers, I ate food that was lightweight, was easy to prepare, and didn't spoil. The number of miles I hiked daily depended on the weather and terrain, as well as my personal goal and how tired I felt. I tried to stay at campsite with a learned to shelter and a water source and an outhouse. Otherwise, I set up my small tent. On rainy day, I plan my day around getting to a shelter before it's filled up. Sometimes it rains non-stop for several days in a row, and I couldn't fully dry out until I reached a town. Every few days, I went into a nearby town to buy more food, take a shower, and do laundry. I learned that resting and making sure I had the proper supplies were just as important as hiking. The most important concern while hiking is safety. I saw bears, snakes, and ticks on the trail. I tried to remain calm and keep a safe distance. I filtered my water, tried to stay dry and warm, and keep clean to avoid getting sick. Having the right shoes and listening to my body's limits helped me avoid injuries. Keeping my gear well organized helped me be prepared in case of an emergency. Staying in touch with loved ones was also important. Although I felt happier most of the time, one of the biggest challenges was that hiking wasn't always fun. I was often hungry, tired, and sore. Sometimes I was even bored. I learned to lean on the people around me for support. Like the beginning of my hike, the end was difficult. With the fall season in full swing, I had started getting cold at night. I was hungrier than I had ever felt. The mountains in Maine were the hardest to climb. Still, after nearly 6 months of hiking, I completed the 80. On October 1, 2016, I summited Mount Catherine. While my last day on the trail were difficult, they were unlike my first. I felt strong and confident. As a child, I rarely played sports, but after through hiking, I felt proud that I could call myself an athlete. Reflections. Since I finished my hike, many people have asked me about the favorite memories. One is from a night when I was camping alone on the mountain top. Strong winds and heavy rains caused my tent to collapse. I became just frustrated and afraid. At 3 a.m., I gave up trying to sleep and packed up, ate breakfast, and started hiking. What followed was the most amazing sunrise I had ever seen. A scary experience had transformed into something beautiful. Many people have asked me, how did you do it? I tell them that I did it some way you do anything else. One step at one step at a time. People have also asked me, why did you do it? Looking back, the reason I kept going were different from my reasons when I began. The love and support from those around me and at home made me never want to stop. I'm writing the book several months after finishing my through hike. My knees still hurt from taking those 5 million steps. I was always from people I loved for 6 months. And so I might be wondering, was it worth it? Was it? I took a big risk and did something I had always wanted to do. I planned to save money and lived on a tight budget. I learned to value every item I carried because my life depended on it. In spite of the challenge, in the end, through hiking the 80 was an amazing experience.